What's going on, Facebook? Welcome back to another live stream with Colton Lindsay. It's been a few minutes since I've done a live stream. I guess I did one briefly with my friend Wayne Solomons on Saturday. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about energy. How does energy directly affect you? How does it directly affect your business? And how does it directly affect the results that you're getting in the three-dimensional world, right? So let's talk about that today. Before we get into it, I want to invite you to send any buyer and or seller referrals to me. Specifically, Colton Lindsay, the WGR Real Estate Sales Team here in Utah. Okay. Also, if you're looking for the absolute best coaching and training when it comes to real estate sales, go to fearlessagent.com. And one more thing, if you are tired of being stuck financially, you want to get ahead, go to financialfreedomnation.com and learn how the rich, the successful, the financially free manage their cash flow. So we're going to be having my man, Chad Goldwasser, on. Let's see if I can actually invite him on. It's so strange now how they do the invitations. Here we go. I got a little confused on inviting here. Chad, here we go, Mr. Chad Goldwasser. If you guys don't know Chad, Chad is an amazing freaking dude. Like, I met Chad, it was probably 2 years ago. Nice. Hey, thanks, Liz. 2 years ago, I met Chad. I had interviewed him. I've never even met him in 3D. I've only met him. Oh, there he is. There's Chad right there. I got him right here. Going to send you the invite. And the guy blew my mind when it comes to this idea. He said a phrase, he's popping in, talking about 10,000 watt positive energy. Like, just boom, 10,000 watt energy. Completely blew my mind. I sent the invite out, so he's connecting right now. Chad Goldwasser, how you doing?
I'm doing freaking awesome. How are you? I'm going to clean off this
lens.
Look at me. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, I freaking love my life, dude. Thanks for hopping on here. So I was just saying here before you popped on, the one key takeaway when I spoke to you a couple years ago, I interviewed you, was the idea of 10,000 watt positive energy. I think, remember you in Hawaii? Megawatt, yeah.
1,000 megawatt energy, brother.
And you were in Hawaii at the time doing some sort of study with energy, I think, if I remember right.
I was in Hawaii, and I was at a Huna energy conference that was amazing, and I learned a ton of stuff.
Cool.
Basically, that we are all made up of total energy, and that was my key takeaway is, you know, everybody has energy, everybody has this power, and this we are made up of energy. And so there are ways that I have figured out how to grow and increase that energy and make it more positive. And so, yeah, that was amazing.
Awesome, cool. That's what I actually want to roll with this topic today. Before we do that, in 60 seconds or less, you don't have to go into great detail, but share with these guys, if they don't know you, who you are, what you do, what you're all about, real quick in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I'm Chad Goldwasser. My company, Pure Gold Realty, is based out of Austin, Texas. I have been in the real estate business for 20 years. Started when I was 24 years old, was able to sell 67 homes my first year as a buyer's agent for one of the top agents in Austin, and he changed my life. So I just started my own team at that point. I moved from Remax to Keller Williams after 7 years in the business, built my team to almost 50 people over at Keller Williams, built the #1 sales team worldwide for Keller Williams in 2007. We were #1 in the world. 2008, same thing, and that's when I decided to launch my own brokerage. So have been in my own brokerage for the past almost 10 years now.
Awesome, man.
Brother.
That's it in a nutshell. So for you guys watching, do me a favor, click that share button, because this Facebook Live is about to go with all the energy my man is bringing. So let's talk about that energy. Did you recently see the whole thing with Jim Carrey where he had an interview? I don't know if you saw this or not.
Yeah.
But, dude, I got what he was saying. I got what he was saying, but everyone's like, oh, dude, Jim Carrey's lost his mind, right? But that's all we are, is energy at the end of this day. So how does that affect our results? How does that affect us, good or bad?
Well, when I was a kid in this business, I received a book. It was called 30 Days to Success, and in that book, 30 Days to Success as a Buyer's Agent. In that book, it had me waking up in the morning. I had to do between 20 and 40 different tasks every single day. And it started in the morning with mindset. I had to wake up, I had to do affirmations. I had to go through 25 affirmations 4 times. And I had to repeat them out loud. Then I had to do visualization, 10 minutes, visualizing myself going through the process of taking in checks, of helping people buy and sell real estate. Then I had to write in a notebook 25 times every single day for 30 days. I will enjoy success through selling 4 homes per month. And what I didn't understand why I was doing these things, but what I learned was that I was starting to train my unconscious mind to believe in these things that I was putting into my head. And that increased my energy, and it started to change the way I thought. And I started attracting business, because with our energy, if it's positive, we attract people. If it's negative, I believe we repel people. And so that is really what started me on the path to really training my unconscious mind.
Awesome. I think with that, one of the things I've shifted with my view over the last year or so is I'm constantly attracting. My thoughts are vibrating either positive and I attract positive, or they're vibrating negative and I'm attracting negative, right? And this thing called Earth is simply a representation of the manifestation of what I'm printing out in the 3-dimensional world. So, and I don't know how into detail you're open or willing or not willing to go, but if you're like a lot of successful people, you had awesome growth, you had some breakdown, you had some more awesome growth. How can we avoid having
breakdowns?
Okay,
massive highs, massive lows, brother.
Massive highs and massive lows. So without going into detail of what the high and the low is, what caused a high and what causes a low, or allows this to happen in our existence?
Well, for me, success is the high. For me, serving people at a high level and treating people amazingly and serving them with my heart, really treating people and taking amazing care of them. And then because of that service, other people find out about me. Because of that service, I am able to attract other people that need to buy or sell real estate. And that is what produces my feeling of not only, it's not just the money. To me, it is, how many people can I serve? How valuable can I become? And when you do all that, the money comes. And to me, I am very motivated by money. I won't lie. I love making money because I don't like the alternative, which is not making money.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be here. Why not have this belief that you got a lot of money, right? And think about this. I mean, be honest, Chad. Is money even real? Like, let's be honest just for a second. Like, when people come in, because you own a music place, right? People come play music, like something like that, right? Or you did?
Music, yes.
Yeah. So when people come in, and a lot of people, whether they buy beer or some food or whatever, you give them some beer, and they give your bartenders or whatever a piece of plastic, right? And then
plastic, correct?
Yeah, right. Like it's not even real. Like we're just trading the belief of money. Like, oh, you're giving me some isn't that the craziest thing? Like when you think about it, it's super wild. So where you at? What are you working on right now with Pure Gold Real Estate? What are you guys doing?
In 2013, I had gone, you mentioned, what causes the lows, what causes the challenges. I went through a situation where we had some embezzlement. We had loss of a bunch of agents due to that. I went through a divorce. And so all of these challenging things happened. And I launched a new company called Pure Gold Realty back in 2013. And we have been growing. And then I went through some more challenges, and we lost some agents. And then I brought on an amazing, incredible operations manager who also happens to be my fiance, Tina. And she has helped us to get back on the mode of growth. And really, we're organizing, we're lead generating constantly. And we're just working on bringing on great agents, training them amazingly well, and putting them out there to help other people and serve them with the same type of servant's heart that I have grown to have and built upon in my career. So it's pretty amazing to see what's happening right now. And I feel very fortunate.
One thing that if you guys are watching this, also hit that share button if you haven't already, is Chad has brought up a couple times already, and this has been huge for me, is the power in serving other individuals, right? It's when
Yes.
when you go into the idea of creating value for others, I understand it as this: find the light, like find this light, this source energy, and then be that light for other individuals, and then you'll massively receive it afterwards. So often we want to receive it, right, before we give it.
And the truth is there, you know, those same ideas that I used in the beginning of my career. So people are like, you know, how do we overcome and get through times when we have these major challenges? Well, number one is we have to get up and realize that everybody has challenges. But also we have to get back on the train of how are we getting our minds in the game? How are we creating positive energy? Because there are certain ways that we can do that. Whether that be, for me, it's a wake-up thought in the morning. It's the first thought that I think every single morning when I wake up. Again, implanting a seed into my unconscious mind, and that thought is simply this: it's an awesome day, and I will positively impact the lives of everyone I touch today. That's the way that I wake up in the morning. After that, I go through and utilize my affirmations. Right here, I have a laminated copy. I have a laminated copy of these in my shower. I have a laminated copy above the visor in my car, and I have a copy at my desk. And I go through those affirmations, and I start to build upon that positive thought that I have thought in that wake-up thought. I say things to myself like, I am the best at what I do. I lead, not follow. I believe, not doubt. I am living a legendary life. I live my life with passion and 10,000 megawatt energy. And I go through these affirmations out loud. It's not just the words that we say, but it is the energy we create through the foods we eat, the exercise that we do, and just all of those different things that we can do to build energy within ourselves.
Awesome, man. So makes perfect sense to me. So Blaine Larson, thanks for being on. Dylan Burnett, Mr. Ronnie Phillip from Dallas, Al Torrey, worldwide. So Ronnie asked a question: how do you influence the subconscious mind? Like, how do you tap into it?
Oh my God. Well, our conscious mind is like this tiny little piece of our brain, right? Our mind. Our unconscious mind is massive. And so our unconscious mind is like this bed of fertile soil, right? And so if you put seeds into it, if you water it, if you grow it, if you watch over it, you put sunlight on it, right? Then these thoughts and ideas grow. And so our mind is like, to me, this massive muscle, right? And when we go in and we work out for the first time, say it's our biceps, right? We do one exercise and we walk out of there, there's no real change, right? Well, after 4 weeks going in there, you start to see definition, you start to see more strength. You're doing 4 or 5 sets now, and you're getting that strength. Well, to me, it is the same thing in influencing our unconscious mind. We have to go through a process every single day. I call it my morning mindset workout, and it starts with that wake-up thought. It goes into the affirmations. It goes through reading my why. Then reading good, solid, motivating attitude books. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is a great place to start, Ronnie. It is written by Dr. Murray, and it is amazing. But we are either going to influence our unconscious mind in a positive way, or we're going to let the outside world influence it, and a lot of times that's going to be in a negative way.
How crazy too, Chad, because our senses, our eyes, our ears, the information flows in, and then we filter it, we store it, delete it, use it, right? But the flow, the speed of information today is out of this world. It's like crazy, right? It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I've observed, even with myself sometimes, that sometimes I get a little relaxed on that filter that I'm putting with the information that flows in. right? And so it can quickly take hold root in your mind and destroy you, or it can make life simply amazing. But it goes to show no matter how positive we are, we're still going to have these challenges. Yeah, we're going to have challenges no matter what.
And then you got to get back up and you got to start it over again. You got to just remember, because I've gone through some, like you said, I've gone through some massive highs, being #1 in the world for a company of 90,000 agents. I've gone through some massive lows, you know, losing what I thought was my entire life and going through a depression where, you know, I got to be honest, I wasn't doing my affirmations. I wasn't waking up and influencing my mind. I wasn't reading motivating books. I became negative energy, and that affected my entire life. Not only my business, it affected my relationship with my kids. It affected everything. And so then the light went off, and I realized, listen, I cannot stop doing these exercises until the day I die. I literally, if I want to be the positive, shining beacon of light for other people that I know I can be, then I have to constantly be working to influence my mind, my unconscious, my conscious, my entire being with that positivity. That's the way we're going to get to where we are going to want to be in life, at least where I want to be in life.
So I get we got this conscious mind, we got the subconscious mind, and I've got this theory, call it theory because it's not scientifically proven at all, but then I believe we've got this eternal mind, right? That if we can connect our subconscious to our eternal conscious, we can do fucking anything. Like anything
Absolutely.
is possible, right? But it's just connecting to that eternal consciousness. What are some specific ways that you seek to connect to that source energy? What do you do?
Oh man, like I said before, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of seminars, it's a lot of great things on in my car when I'm in my car. It's a lot of affirmations, a lot of mindset workout, like I was talking about. Those are the types of things I do. And then spiritually, trying, you know, I have to admit, I sometimes am not the most spiritual or let's say religious person. But it's, you know, that is an aspect of my life that I'm working to grow and to become better, staying more grounded in what really makes me the kind of successful person that I want to be. That's what I'm doing to connect.
Dude, I got this book. I don't know if you've read it before. I think it's gonna be backwards, but Al Torrey shared it with me. It's called The Power Through Constructive Thinking, right?
I've heard of Emmett Fox, but I have not seen that book. I'm going to go out and get it.
Dude, go get it. Power Through Constructive Thinking. Okay. I've read a lot of books in my life, and this book I just barely started maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it's in my top 1 or 2 books now. Just because I grew up highly in a religious area, Mormon community, right? Went on a mission, which I'm so grateful for. Loved all of that. But then I went through this phase where like I saw outside of that world, and then I was like, wait a second, I don't want to be just in this organized religion. So then I almost went to the other end of the spectrum where like, dude, I don't want anything with religion. And part of that was almost like, I don't want anything with God, right? Which was a mistake. And now I've started for the last several years connecting God with this source energy, not religion at all. But then the question is, how do I connect with that, you know, that creator, right? It's just insane. Great book. Yeah. You'll love it, my man. So
I'm on it.
So between now and the end of the year, like what's the Chad Goldwasser plan? What are you looking to work towards?
Right now, one of my biggest goals, you know, I'm still selling real estate. I'm selling real estate full time. So I set a goal to sell 52 properties this year and generate over $600,000 in revenue. I'm not quite there yet. I've got a little ways to go, but that is the main goal that I'm focused on. I am also working on a couple different projects that I'm really excited about. I'm training a inside sales team for a company in Houston, which is really exciting to me because you know from our last conversation, one of my goals is to speak and teach and train on a much bigger scale. And so I'm working on a 30 Days to Success program of my own. that I'm going to be able to share and sell or get out to the world for other people, that I'm excited about that. Also bringing on great new agents here. I've got a new group of agents starting on Wednesday. I'm going to take them through an 8-week program, a training program here. Of course, I've got my 3 amazing children that are awesome, and I just recently got engaged, and I'm really excited about that. So hopefully I'll be married by the end of the year.
Give me some celebration thumbs up for Chad getting engaged, my man. Let's see those thumbs pop up here. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So what is it that you like? When you're dead, you're gonna die one day. I know that's a topic that doesn't get brought up. Like if you were to look back, look those thumbs up coming up for you, Chad. They're celebrating you, my man. So when you you don't know when that day.
Sorry, you more thumbs up.
Double thumbs up. So let's say you're at the end, right? Like what do you want What do you want your life to have stood for?
I want my life to stand for, I want to be someone that's remembered as making a massively positive impact on the world. You know, on this little diagram here, this my business plan and my affirmations and such, I have what is called my why. And my why is something I learned from Gary Keller. But basically what he told me is that at a certain point, money will not motivate you anymore. So you have to get down to your big why. Why is it that you're going to get up at 5 in the morning? Why is it that you're going to work your butt off every single day to make things happen? And really what it comes down to is I am doing what I'm doing because God gave me the tools to make a massively positive impact on this world. And, you know, when I talk to my agents, when I talk to people about this type of stuff, what I want to do is everybody I come in contact with leaves me a better person because of that contact, leaves that interaction with me and feels better because I have given them some encouragement, some love. And you know, that's always really been my goal. And when I got to #1 in the world with Keller Williams, people would ask me, what is it? Like, what is the key to success? And I would always just kind of pull them close and I would say, massively positive energy and an incredible attitude. And that's what I want to be remembered for, you know?
Awesome. So someone mentioned on here, and I don't know what they're talking about, but they said, get Chad's CDs or something. What are they talking about when they're talking about Chad's CDs?
Yeah, if you go to my website, chadgoldwasser.com, I started a company called Goldwasser Institute, which was my teaching and training company. My dream, my vision for my life is to be a Tom Hopkins, Tony Robbins, John Maxwell type of leader and make a really positive impact on millions of people worldwide. And I started creating CDs on motivation, attitude defibrillator, the next level, which is about how I went from 50 transactions to 500 transactions in 5 years. I created systems and put together CDs on our listing system, on our buyer system, interviews about how I built my team and things of that nature. And you can go to chadgoldwasser.com. You can check that out. Also, my first book is on there, which is called Some Assembly Required, a networking guide for real estate. And so, yeah, that's what he was talking about, man.
So let's give some tips. Awesome. So you guys go check that out. Let's give and click the share button if you haven't already, because Al Torrey is going to put you in for a $5 Amazon gift card giveaway. Just make sure he pays you for that. Hey, so let's talk about I see a lot of people that they come up with this, I can't do this because I don't have the money. I got to do this with my money first before I can start living my God gift. Right? Like, so what would the advice be to those people that are so stuck on money and not tapping into their God gift?
Well, you know, listen, I have been wanting to move completely away from real estate. Not completely away from real estate. I have been wanting to move in the direction of my ultimate dream for many, many years. I've hit some roadblocks. I've hit some challenges. But I never stopped in some way working towards becoming a master of that craft of speaking. So going to Toastmasters, studying and learning about how to be a great presenter, working on writing and creating. I wrote my second book and finished it last year. I still haven't released that yet because I'm not quite 100% happy with it. I want to go back and rewrite some of it, but I somehow always want to be at least doing a little something. We can all take a little time, get up a little earlier, go to bed a little later, and really start putting in some time and energy and effort into that dream of ours, that God-given gift that you're talking about. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to just jump off the cliff completely, let everything else go. We can make time to do the things that we're passionate about and that we want to do with our lives.
So being aware of the fourth dimension, I don't hear many people talking about this, but you've obviously got 3D, which we're all used to, right? You got 2D on the screen, 3D here with death dimension, but the fourth dimension of time. Each time, each moment is passing by. When I speak to you, you're not hearing it instantly. It's like there's a small gap, right? So that fourth dimension is filling space. The question is, what are you filling your space with? And as Chad talked about, is I'm choosing to fill space with affirmations, with positive things that build up my 10,000 megawatt energy. So I'm vibrating like this, right? Like, what are you filling your space with? And a way that I like to do it, Chad, is to focus on feel good now and always feel better, right? I just don't like the feeling of anxiety or worry or doubt. And the moment that starts, because it does creep in, I'm sure you've experienced it, right?
Absolutely.
Right. The moment that creeps in, it's like, no, I'm changing. Like, I'm doing something different. Like, I don't give a fuck what I got to do. Like, this isn't going to be my space filling up with this, right?
Well, and sorry to interrupt, but if you listen to Tony Robbins, if you listen to some of the great energy people, Tony talks about changing your state, right? So, and he talks about jumping up and down or screaming something at the top of your lungs to really change your state when you're in that negative feeling, when you're in that negative spot. And what I do, I use something I call beating out the negative, which I have those negative self-doubt thoughts, and I try to guard my mind like you have a bulldog guarding your house, right? And when I have those negative thoughts, I just repeat to myself over and over, I am the best at what I do. I am the best at what I do. I am the best at what I do. I just keep repeating that thought over to myself over and over until that negative thought leaves, and I just, I'm just relentless about that because I truly do want to live a positive life, but I do have doubt. I do have worry. I do have insecurities. I am human, but I am truly looking to live the most positive life possible.
You know what? One of my favorite affirmations, and you have it on your mirror. I love it. I am a sexy motherfucker. Like, dude, that's my favorite one, dude.
You are,
like,
man.
I went from being ugly to sexy because of that affirmation. Thanks to you, dude. I appreciate that. Okay, so I love that. Bring it up state. Be in control of your state. Change your state. Change your words, the language you're speaking, and then your thoughts and your focus. Those are the three main categories to get into that. And I think there's even a preventative state. For me, is prayer and meditation twice a day. Like, just going in and tapping into that source energy is so powerful. Dude, I appreciate you being on here today. So how can people get in touch with you to either send you referrals or to get any more information or connect with you? What's the protocol?
Yeah, so you can go to my website. It's chadgoldwasser.com. That's ChadGoldwasser.com, chadgoldwasser.com. Also, my number direct, 512-750-8333. And if you have anyone looking to buy or sell real estate in Austin, Texas, please send them my way.
Awesome, my man. Hey, hang on here, guys, just for a second as I send Chad off. Chad, I appreciate you. Continue to crush it.
Great, brother. I appreciate all that you're doing. Thanks for having me on. Have an awesome day, and let's talk soon.
Hey, thanks. We'll see ya. All right, gang, there you have it, Mr. Chad Goldwasser himself. And you know what? I appreciate this guy so much, and he's told me a lot more of his story and his ups and his downs, which blow my freaking mind, to be honest with you. But it goes to show that none of us are immune to the negative thoughts that creep up in here. I was talking with someone in my mastermind the other day, and it's funny because we're observing this disease called anxiety, this disease called fear, this disease called worry, and no one is immune from it. But we're pretending, and by pretending, I mean I see a lot of it. I used to do it myself, pretending it's not there, pulling the rug over, hiding it with drugs, hiding it with alcohol, hiding it with sex, hiding it with pornography, hiding it with whatever addiction. Today, you're probably fucking hiding it with Facebook, YouTube, your addictions, versus just facing the reality that we all have this disease called fear or anxiety that tries to creep in. Okay, it's totally real. Okay, so I want to give you a couple of steps that you can do to fight this off. One of my really great friends, one of my best friends on the planet, yesterday sent me a text message. He was about to hop on a flight, head back to where he's from, and he said, "Dude, I've got some anxiety, man. I haven't felt this. I feel uneasy. I haven't felt this in a while. I feel uneasy." It was interesting because this guy is a strong fellow, and I get anxiety as well oftentimes, right? And I said, "Hey, man, just Go read this book of Psalms," right? Like, go read the book of Psalms. And afterwards, after his flight, he told me, "Man, that was the best thing I could have done. Completely reconnected me, completely regrounded me." Here's the lesson in that story is when you get anxiety, when you get fear, when you get worry, when you get doubt, when you get depression, whatever it is, it means you're disconnecting from the source energy of what this whole existence is all about. Stop thinking that I got to get to a certain spot and start realizing you're already fucking here. This moment is eternal. Okay, so here's what you can do. Number one is for your business positivity, staying forward, growth, moving, and succeeding. Get a coach. Get a coach in a training organization that can help you get there quicker with your confidence and your success and the know-how to apply instantly. I don't care if you're in real estate or not. Get a coach and apply. In fact, get several coaches. Get a financial coach. Get a business coach. Get a health coach. Get someone that has a proven model, a proven system that can help you apply it more quickly. Okay. Number two is join a mastermind. Get into a supportive group or organization. And I can't speak for the women because I'm definitely not a woman, but I can definitely speak for the men out there that it is challenging today. It's almost as if the masculinity is becoming feminized. Like it's not okay to be a man. Well, I'm here to tell you it's fucking okay to be a man. And part of being a man is getting friends that can support you, that can love you, that are there to not bring any judgment at all, but to be there to help you move past that stumbling block, that source of friction or anxiety. And if you're a female, I recommend that you get that figured out too. I don't necessarily have a great option for you, but I do know that there are options out to surround yourself with a group of individuals that can help take you to the next level. Okay. I would say another thing is get your health straight. Number three is get your particularly more than your fitness, get your nutrition on point, because everything is about feeling good now and always feeling better. Think about this, and I know because I was just in Austin. I was just drinking some beer, eating some brats, getting some Texas barbecue. I've been telling you, I'm a vegan, right? I'm a vegan, except for when I'm in Austin because I want to get me some barbecue. Okay, and I instantly could tell that meat and that food and those things, they made me feel bad, right? Unfortunately, when we make it a big habit to put those bad things in our body, we almost become numb to feeling good or bad when it comes to our health. And then we start to lower our confidence. We look at ourselves in the mirror. We're fat, we're overweight, we're pudgy, we even feel bloated, right? And then we actually take ourselves down in that energy vibration, okay? Get your health straight. Get your health straight. Get on the smoothie shred. Go talk to my friend Thomas. Get in his group. It changed my entire life. Dropped 20% of my human body left, and now I feel awesome. Not that I ate beer or drank beer and ate brats the whole time and barbecue the whole time, because it's funny. I observed this. I went to eat with several people. I was the guy eating the kale salad. I was the guy ordering the Brussels sprouts. I was the guy eating the vegan bean noodle with kale and carrots with 24 ounces of green smoothie, right? And don't give yourself the excuse that it costs too much to eat clean, or it's too much work. I don't have the time. Like, eat clean. Get your health on point. Okay. Number four is get your finances on point. You never were taught how to manage your cash flow. You just weren't taught that. In fact, you were actually taught how to do it wrong because of the elite system, the organizations that want you to be a worker bee, that want you to stay paying high taxes, that want you to pay high fees for your investments if you even get to do those, right? But even more so, the elite behind the banking industry that wants you to get out loans, bad debt, and pay high credit card interest and give away your money. Get your money straight. If you guys have questions on that, you can go to Financial Freedom Nation. I'd love to help you out, or send me a message, right? And then finally, and this actually probably would be the very most important, right? Going back to this because it's so important. Prayer and meditation every single day. Right? I read the absolute best quote. It's actually in this book, okay? To be afraid is simply to have more faith in evil than in God, okay? To think about that, whenever you're feeling fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, negative energy, it's simply that you're giving your faith to the negative, to the evil, more to the devil, more than you are to God. And when you can drop back and be like, what a fucking second, dude, I exist on a rock, floating in space, that's ever expansive, that's just enough from the sun that I'm not burning up, but it's far enough away that I'm not freezing to death. I'm not on Pluto or Saturn, right? I ain't no little kids, no humans, no 7.5 billion human beings running around on Jupiter. If you remember that, you happen to be on the one fucking planet that we can see. Not to say there's not other planets, but you happen to be the one place that we can see that you exist, okay? Yes, cancer exists. Illness exists. Plane crashes exist. Hell, we got 2 fucking planes crashed in the last 2 months here on my freeway, right? Like, that stuff exists, okay? It is happening, but don't be afraid. You've always exist. You always will exist, okay? And the moment that you can realize that now is that existence, this time right now that you can, I say take massive action and I say go take action, but the reality is you're always taking action. It's just, are you taking the action that's going to allow the energy, the feelings, the vibrations, the emotions? And I know some of you don't believe in vibrations. Some of you don't believe in this, some of the shit that I say, right? But you cannot deny you have emotions going on in your body. You have thoughts happening in your mind. Do you like to feel fear? Do you like to feel doubt? Do you like to feel worried? No, you like to feel happiness, joy, love, abundance, enthusiasm, excitement, passion. That's what you want. So do the activities that allow that right here. And the moment you start to feel that creep away, go do something that just eradicates it and puts the love back into your heart. And for me, in my life, these things I just shared with you towards the end are what allow me to tap into that, to go from the conscious mind to the subconscious or unconscious mind to the eternal conscious mind, where everything exists and is created. Thanks for watching. Also, if you're a real estate agent, go sign up at fearlessagent.com. Send me any buyer seller referrals here in Utah. Peace.